Hi Scorpio, welcome to your July 2021 Astrology and Tarot reading. Scorpio, if you enjoy this reading, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel for regular astrology and tarot updates. If you would like a private reading with myself, the email address is linked in the description box. So Scorpio, the notes I have for you this month is very much based on a couple of things, a couple of themes going on here. Broadening your horizons, feeling expansive, feeling excited about life, new opportunities, maybe a little bit of travel thrown in there as well. But there's a fixed square, there's a T-square going on for Mars and for Venus. In the fixed sign energies, they're activating the square between Saturn and Uranus. There's a few blockages to you available in the first 7 or so days of the month, and you're feeling quite restricted. Scorpio, there's an opportunity this month coming for you to be seen, to step into the spotlight, to achieve great success, to achieve career success, to achieve prestige. And you're going to be realizing in the first week or so of the month where the tension is and where the blockages are there. And it's very likely, Scorpio, I have to say, that it's linked to your roots, your home life, your family life. There are some things there that you need to heal. Now, Jupiter is going to move back into that sector at the end of the month. We're going to have 2 consecutive full moons in that side of the sky for you, meaning that the stars would really like you, Scorpio, to heal your relationships with your family, to do some inner work on yourself and who you were in the past, what your roots are, how you feel about your heritage, your ancestry. There's some healing going on there this month, and it's only going to bring you more success, and it's only going to help you deal with success more as it comes. We see with celebrities and people in popular culture that when they are thrown into fame and success and the spotlight, when they have better relationships with their family, they tend to cope with it better, whereas those who have a lack of foundation can sometimes have it go to their detriment when they are famous or successful, because in the astrological wheel both need to be balanced. And you will find that the more you tend to your family relationships nourishing your soul and your emotional well-being, Scorpio, that prestige comes easier to you, even if the first week or so of the month you feel, hey, I'm really not being recognized, I'm not being seen, does anybody see me, does anybody hear me, am I ever going to reach the success or the fame or whatever it is? Yes, because on the 13th we have a Mars-Venus conjunction there, making it so much more possible for you to be seen, Scorpio, possible for you to find yourself in a position of success and notoriety. So big things likely coming for you this month, Scorpio, but please remember to tend to your family life, to try and get your family and home life in order to heal. There could be some news or information comes out around the Aquarius full moon this month and the Aquarius full moon next month. News surrounding your family, your home life, news surrounding your living situation. And you're really getting very clear then, Scorpio, where you want to lay roots. Maybe you want to move closer to home. Maybe you want to move closer to where you grew up. Maybe you want to go back to where you grew up so that you can heal the past. Whatever it is, Scorpio, that you require in order to heal your relationship with your family, it's important this month. It's also important to release judgments to others and to yourself in particular, because the 4th house is how we feel inside. It's how we deal with emotions based on our past experiences and what we have stored up in there. Don't be surprised if around the full moon in Aquarius a lot of emotions come up for you surrounding there's the 6 of Wands, surrounding your relationship with success, but also surrounding how seen you feel. Do you feel seen? Do you feel acknowledged? Do you feel like people hear you, see you, want you, know you, appreciate you? These are all big questions coming up for you, Scorpio. And I saw the King of Swords popped up, but he went back in. That could be surrounding an air sign person in your life, or by someone very intellectual, Scorpio. So let's see what we have for you coming up. Okay, so underneath we have the Page of Cups. Jupiter is going to spend its last full month in Pisces. We have Neptune in Pisces. Both planets are trining the Cancerian energy. We have a gorgeous Cancerian new moon. If you are around 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, even 16, I suppose, degrees of Scorpio, or you've water sign placements, you're going to feel a beautiful harmony with this new moon in Cancer. Beautiful new beginnings for you in terms of love. Maybe even with a fire sign. I see with the King of Wands underneath. You could be finding love with a fire sign. You could be starting a family thanks to the full moon in Aquarius. I think for a lot of Scorpio moons in particular, they could be pregnant or expecting, if that's something you're interested in. So we have the Nine of Pentacles as the first card. We have the Four of Cups. We have the Messenger of Earth. We have the Transformation card. And we have the Sun. How beautiful for you, Scorpio. I love this so much because I can see exactly what's happening here. You're growing. You're really growing. You are laying your roots. You're tending to your roots. You're tending to your own garden. You're taking away the weeds that are choking your growth, choking your movement, be it the conversations you've had in the past, your relationships in the past. For some of you, you may be experiencing unusual dreams, vivid dreams, because your subconscious is really trying to bring some past feelings to the surface for you to release, Scorpio. That's quite common. When you have unusual or vivid dreams, it's your subconscious trying to release some things. So you may be dreaming of the past. You may be dreaming of the past version of yourself with the transformation card going on there. You're going through a period of change at the moment with those fixed signs because Uranus is asking you to grow and evolve, particularly with your partnerships, with your relationships, to grow within a relationship. That requires to be vulnerable. Now, Mercury is going to move out of shadow finally in your intimate sector, meaning that you get clarity surrounding your intimate relationships, your financial shared resources, your savings accounts, taxes, that type of thing. There's clarity, there's growth and information available to you there that wasn't before. And all the intimate fears that were triggered are getting some type of healing. Those are what's coming up for you to release. Your fear of committing to something, be it a relationship, be it a job, be it a family, your fears are all coming up so that you can let them go and you can kind of lean into the idea that, you know, this might be nice for me. It might be nice to be seen. It might be nice to be vulnerable. It might be nice to be loved. It might be nice to be protected. It might be nice to have someone take care of me. You know, that type of feeling. With the sun, the sun being your outcome, Scorpio, there's a beautiful warmth coming in from that Leo energy that says, here's the spotlight. What are you going to do with it? You're going to be seen by influential people. You could find yourself at a party with the right person. You could find yourself in front of an interview panel for something you really want where you're impressing them. You could find yourself being promoted. You could find yourself, especially because Venus is in the mix there, you could find yourself being promoted. With Venus and Mars then at the end of the month moving into Virgo, your manifestations are easier to come by. Your friends want to help you. You're more social. With the Messenger of Earth here too, there's great news surrounding your career. There's maybe an opportunity that hasn't been presented to you before comes up. You get to be more creative. For some of you, this does rule children in the family, maybe your own children, maybe your nieces, maybe your nephews. There could be good news there. There could be births, there could be pregnancies, there could be engagements, there could be emotionally exciting endeavors. Some of you are starting a creative project or finally being seen for a creative contribution in your life. Maybe your artistic talents are being nurtured and seen by somebody. And this is actually really interesting, Scorpio, because at the end of the month, the energy that we're leading up to is the axis of your parents, right? So your 4th and your 10th house. So some of you are really restoring a relationship with a parent, especially if it's a father, or you're just able to shed some warmth in that area or fill it with something else if that's, you know, something that's not available to you at the moment. Because with the Death card in the challenge position, you're finding the transitions, the transformations that are happening to you with the fixed sign squares quite hard to deal with, or you have felt like there's been tough changes and challenges for you lately, and that you have felt you've been in this little dark space where you really have been transforming. I think a lot of you have been crying with that 4 of Cups in the middle there and the Page of Cups underneath. Maybe a lot of you have been screaming. Maybe a lot of you have just been finding ways to shed these feelings that have come up for you. And Cancer season's a time when feelings come up for everybody. But I do think with the amount of eclipses and retrogrades in your 8th house of death and transformation, Scorpio, you have been transforming, you have been shedding a skin, you have been realigning with your soul, and that's not always easy. You know, to start making decisions that are better for you and taking more care in the foundations that you're laying. But with the sun as the outcome card, Scorpio, there's beautiful growth, there's happiness, there's joy, there's notoriety, there's fame, there's success, there's spotlight. Especially if these things have been blocked to you, you will find that the more you're able to heal or release control surrounding family and the past, the happier you'll feel. For some of you, this is confusion about maybe your ancestry, maybe not being sure where you came from and you've not had roots. So in order to heal this, you've been doing inner work in terms of where you want to live, what culture you want to immerse yourself with, maybe learning the values of other cultures with Cancer season, maybe traveling somewhere and finding your soul tribe or where you feel like you belong. But I do feel for a lot of you, there's so much success, there's so much notoriety, there's so much prestige available to you, broadening your horizons. For some of you, you're taking a really exciting trip that might be romantic, with the Page of Cups and the King of Wands underneath and the Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, and the Hierophant. Interesting. Some of you are making some really solid commitments that is going to involve you merging with a new group of people, maybe a team. Maybe some of you are getting married, so you're going to have new in-laws. There definitely seems to be a commitment that involves bringing new people into your life or people into your immediate circle. That's really quite interesting for you there, Scorpio. So with that full moon in Aquarius, maybe it's the merging of families that's going on for you as well. It looks beautiful, Scorpio. And some of you are dealing with another Scorpio person or a Leo, or potentially also an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, where there's going to be real blooming going on there. And this can be sun, moon, or rising. But there's going to be a really beautiful blooming feeling going on there for you, Scorpio. But some of you with that sun card, it was followed by the King of Swords. So you could be, I do see some of you really being seen by the right people. And I also see for some of you, there may be an apology or someone from the past, maybe earlier on in the year, that broke your heart. And that can be linked to the retrograde Pisces energy. There might be an apology from someone who really hurt you, broke your heart. This could have been a friendship, this could have been a romantic relationship, but some of you are going to be receiving an apology or contact from somebody where you felt like there was unfinished business. That's something that's coming up with Mercury moving out of shadow, I think. So Scorpio, I'm going to hop into the extended. It's linked below if you want to join me there. We'll go into the different zodiac signs we could be dealing with. We'll go into the astrology more in depth. We'll go into the cards more in depth. But just before I get there, I want to draw a guidance card for you, Scorpio, as an oracle for this particular spread. Oh, beautiful. We have Aphrodite and Mary Magdalene, unconditional love and inner goddess. So a lot of you are learning to love yourself, and it's bringing you more opportunities. A lot of you are learning to love others and accept others, regardless of what conflict has arisen for you. And obviously that's case sensitive. You know, I don't know your personal situation as I'm sitting here giving a general reading, so take what resonates for you and reject what doesn't. But a lot of you with this Aphrodite card, I do see with that dove, there's a peace energy. There's peace, there's healing, there is contentment, and there's also feeling very good about yourself and appreciating yourself more with that 4th house, 10th house axis. A lot of you are going to be going through a lot of healing as well with the mother. Is something that's coming up. So some of you are going to be spending more time with your mother, maybe going on trips with your mother, or taking a different approach with a mother, for example. It's funny with the King of Swords there, I just want to say before I go and hop into the extended, the Scorpio thing that I always find really interesting is because the 4th house is Aquarius for you, there can often be somebody in your family who's a bit quirky or detached emotionally or a bit emotionally unavailable. And this can be something, Scorpio, that you can rectify or understand later on in life, but it might have left wounds with your inner child. So that can be something that some of you maybe have to look into or work through as well with that King of Swords. And there could be some degree of improved communication there or healing there, or just for you, maybe access to some information that gives you an understanding. So that is what I have for you. I'm going to hop into the extended. I will see you there. Have a beautiful July, Scorpio, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.